Love at First Sight. Once upon a time, in the bustling halls of Maplewood High School, an unexpected love story began to unfold. It was the kind of story that would soon capture the hearts of everyone and go viral in the most heartwarming way. The meeting yet was a crisp autumn morning when Emily, an artistic soul with a penchant for painting, and Jake, the school's star basketball player, first crossed paths. As fate would have it, they both reached for the same book in the school library, an old classic by Jane Austen. Their hands touched briefly, and in that simple moment, the world around them seemed to pause. Emily blushed, shyly pulling her hand back. "Sorry, you can take it," she mumbled, her eyes flickering to meet his. Jake, ever the charmer, flashed a warm smile. "No, please, after you. I insist," he replied, handing her the book. The friendship, their chance encounter, turned into serendipity as they continued to bump into each other in the most unexpected places: at the local coffee shop, during art exhibitions, and even at the school's fundraiser. Each meeting brought them closer, turning casual conversations into deep discussions about dreams, ambitions, and everything in between. Both Emily and Jake were surprised by how much they had in common, despite their seemingly different worlds. Emily, with her love for colors and creativity, found Jake's passion for basketball and his dedication to his team inspiring. In turn, Jake was mesmerized by Emily's artistic vision and her ability to see beauty in the mundane. The first date. By their growing connection, Jake finally gathered the courage to ask Emily out on a date. He chose the annual school dance, a night filled with twinkling lights and soft melodies. Emily, feeling a flutter of excitement, agreed with a radiant smile. The night of the dance was magical. Dressed in their best, Emily and Jake danced under the stars, laughing and sharing secrets. As the evening drew to a close, they found themselves alone in the school garden, where Jake, with a nervous chuckle, confessed his feelings. "Emily, I know this sounds crazy, but I think I'm falling for you," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. Emily's heart skipped a beat. "I think I'm falling for you too, Jake," she replied, taking his hand in hers. The separation, however, life had its own plans. A mystery arose, forcing Emily and Jake to separate for a long time. Their paths diverged as they went off to different colleges and started new chapters in their lives, carrying the fond memories of their high school romance. The reunion years later, an unexpected invitation to a high school reunion brought them back to the familiar halls of Maplewood. They hadn't seen each other in ages, and the anticipation was palpable. As Emily walked into the gymnasium, her heart raced at the thought of seeing Jake again. There he was, standing across the room, looking just as she remembered, yet somehow different. Their eyes met, and in that instant, it was as though no time had passed at all. They spent the evening catching up, sharing stories of their journeys and rekindling the connection they once had. The proposal, as the night drew to an end, Jake, unable to ignore the feelings that had never faded, took Emily by the hand and led her to the very spot in the garden where they first confessed their love. With a smile that was both nervous and hopeful, he knelt down and proposed, "Emily, I've loved you since that first autumn morning, and I've never stopped. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy filled Emily's eyes as she nodded. "Yes, Jake, 1,000 times yes." Their reunion was more than a chance encounter. It was the continuation of a love story that had never truly ended. Together, they proved that true love can withstand the test of time and distance, bringing them back to where it all began.